Oh my God. Oh.
That's where we crashed out. Marko's still in bed. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, vagabuddies, we're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of what's on the plate for today. We have a pretty awesome section of California that we're going to be riding today. Basically, we're starting off here in the Santa Ynez Valley, and we're going to be riding through a couple of these little Central Californian oddities. There's some cool towns here. Solvang, Blvd, and then out to Jalama Beach, which is at the tip of Point Conception. And we're gonna call it a day out by Pismo Beach, Avila Beach area. Dude, you got murked, bro, by bugs, man. They're starting to swell. Look at that. Bug bites.
You know what?
Ding.
The only cure for this is putting a helmet on and riding really fast.
Yeah.
So let's hop on these motorbikes and get some breakfast.
Fun little ride out of the Santa Ynez Valley. We are in the funky town of Solvang. It's literally like a little miniature Denmark here. The sister city, Aalborg in Denmark.
It's definitely one of the quirkier spots on the Central Californian coast. And we're gonna go start off the day right with some cinnamon buns and coffee, both of which are very Danish.
And very necessary right now. Let's go.
This is cinnamon.
All right.
This is a bear claw with marzipan.
Oh.
And then this is called a spandau. It is custard and it means baker's eye.
Oh my God. Decadent.
A lot of people think that cinnamon buns are American. They actually come from Scandinavia, and the reason they use cinnamon, which is a spice that came from the Middle East and Asia, because Vikings sailed down the Black Sea and traded with Arab traders like 1,000 years ago. Isn't that crazy? This town is funky. Certainly by no means a hidden gem. There are like big tour buses dropping off people from Australia, Korea, China, but it's still really quirky, and it's funny to see this little slice of Europe here in the middle of California.
Well, we made it here to the Vintage Motorcycle Museum. Unfortunately, it is closed. But you can peep in, there are some nice bikes back there.
And if you call them, they'll come open it for you. It's only open on the weekends, but Monday through Friday they will open it for you. It's $10 a person. However, we're gonna continue because we're trying to cover some ground today, and we don't really have time to be wasting time, so we're going forward.
We're on the Santa Rosa Road, heading out to Point Conception and Jalama Beach. We've passed all sorts of vineyards and ranches. There's cattle, there's wine, and there are these beautiful open roads. So for a motorcyclist and for a person who just generally digs nature, this is just quite the spot to be on a motorbike. Pulled over on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, and take this opportunity to refill, huh?
For me personally, this is one of the coolest parts of California. There's an Air Force base down here, and back in the day when they were doing the space program, they thought they were going to land the space shuttle here. So the Air Force bought up all development rights for these ranches right here, but they ultimately ended up landing the space shuttles over in Cape Canaveral. These ranches are not able to be developed, and it's a beautiful, untouched part of California, but I'm out of gas, so luckily we filled up on some extras. Gonna refill and go from there.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty! Woo! Man, the ocean looks inviting. Howdy! How's it going? Alright you guys, well, we've just feasted on a Jalama burger and now we're just chilling at Jalama Beach, which is absolutely gorgeous and really reminds me of like Black's Beach in San Diego or Baja, California. But kind of a crazy history that we just encountered inside of the general store. The largest US Navy disaster in peacetime took place here in 1923. It's called the Honda Point disaster. I think it was September 8th, 1923. 7 ships were completely lost out of a 14 ship armada, which ran aground right on the other side of this point. 23 people were killed, and it's just kind of crazy to think it's such a beautiful, calm day. You'd never really imagine that the weather can get pretty severe out here and, you know, difficult to navigate.
We're like on the point, like this little, it's like the nipple of California. It just sticks out just a little bit. But there was actually a bigger disaster right here in the 1850s, a steamship crash, and 415 people died. But we're out here. This is like remote California.
I really do wish that we could hang out here all weekend. We're gonna have to come back and definitely spend a couple of days here, but we got a long way to go to our next destination. We're gonna have to bunker down and hit the throttle because we got a lot of mileage to cover. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, luckily we're taking one of the least known sections of the PCH. Highway 1 between Lompoc, Santa Maria, and Avila Beach.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Vagabrothers and Moto adventures, we have arrived to Avila Beach. Camp is made, kind of. We got shit everywhere, but that's where we're sleeping. There's Marko.
Time to go in the hot spring.
Everybody, we are bathed, showered, and starving. So where are we gonna go eat, dude?
Well, I'll be honest. It takes a lot to get me out of that hot tub after such a relaxing soak. But we're gonna go to a restaurant called Ember. It's a locavore, organic, awesome restaurant, which is just down the Rio Grande. So it's supposed to be worth it for the whole trip. So it should be good.
So we're gonna hop into an Uber. We're not gonna ride our bikes, so we can have a beverage or two and yeah, enjoy a good meal. Let's go.
I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet.
Beard and beer.
IPAs all day.
We just got our first 2 dishes, and they look delicious. The one that I'm most stoked about is this pork ragu. It's over some pasta. It's got sauteed kale, and it looks incredible. But Marko, tell us about the one that you're into.
Pork belly with abalone over an avocado sauce, and it looks delicious. Oh my god, that is delicious.
Oh my god, bro. I have to say, great job, great find. Would never have known that this place existed. The Ember has sparked a flame, and I will return and feast here again. Wow.
That's because on Vagabrothers, it's about the journey and the destination. Enjoy the ride. We're just riding our beast from feast to feast.
Dude,
That's yours.
you cannot take that from me.
Okay, fine, but I have the saying of rough camping and fine dining.
There you
it's
go.
It's a great
Take it,
combo.
take it.
We're saving money on accommodation, $30 for 2 people to sleep on the
rough
floor.
camping, fine
And then
dining, and we
spending
ride our
money-
beasts from feast to feast.
And then we're spending the money on nice restaurants. So if you guys enjoyed this video, stay tuned for the next one because we're going to Big Sur, but the road is closed. So we're taking a detour through Paso Robles. It's going to be dope. Stay tuned for that video coming up next.
You know what to do. Stay curious, keep exploring. We'll see you on the road tomorrow. California motorcycle adventure continues. Peace.